Our short week, how do you contain the buzz from the weekend and quickly get down to business for this week coming?
Yeah, I think you carry, those emotions through to the week. That exciting feeling. And how stoked the boys were after the win, and because that's going to be massive for us this week. Like this week's so important just to get our recovery right. We pretty much got today training, and then Wednesday we go at it, and then we fly over, Wednesday afternoon. So we're just going to make sure we get our recovery right and our travel right, and boys will be ready to go.
I don't want to dwell on it, but it hasn't been a happy hunting ground over there. Like, how do you guys approach a task like this?
Yeah, I think the experience of the last 2 years is going to be massive for us, understanding, like the last year and the year before, probably the first time the boys have been over to New Zealand playing in the final, and experiencing what it's like to play at Eden Park as well. So we're going to lean on those experiences from those boys who were there. But you think about the squad that's here now have been around for a number of years and were involved in those last 2 years. So the experience of playing semi-finals over there is going to be massive for us. But most importantly, those learnings from those years as well.
Do you take much, or how much do you need to learn from that game earlier this year over there to know what didn't work and what you need to do?
Yeah, I think it's more just the experience of playing away from home and playing in front of that crowd. But I think most of our learning and experience is going to come from this year. Understanding where our game's at the moment. Where our positives are. Throughout our system, what's been working for us, but also the learnings from, say, something like last week as well. That we've addressed this morning, and are ready to improve. Today and Wednesday. So, we're right to go for Friday.
What have you guys addressed this morning that you do need to improve on?
We've gone through, mostly the whole game. Forwards have got together and spoken a lot about, pros and cons around the set piece, and what's important. So, yeah, that's normally our Monday morning routine.
What was it that came out that you need to improve on for the Blues?
In terms of a scrum perspective, it's like a lot of technical stuff. Which the front row are now clear on how we can make adjustments on the run. But the boys know that that's an area of improvement for us. But we'll hit that hard this week and know that it's going to be a great challenge, which the boys will be ready for.
After the game against the Blues over there earlier this season, both Bernie and Lonners sort of lamented that you lost the physical battle. I know you obviously weren't playing in that game, but that seemed like a massive thing to come out. I don't think you've been beaten since that game, maybe. How much did that turn things, and the memory of like going over there and losing the physical battle? If you lose that against the Blues, like you're playing catch up the whole game.
Yeah, I think you try and learn those lessons after wins, but that was a tough lesson, and that was something that we addressed straight away and had to apply throughout the rest of the season. And I thought that the boys have been really good, learning from that. So we know that that's coming, but we also know, more importantly, what we're going to bring. We've got to be better in that aspect of what we delivered then, and I know that we will, man.
Because the Blues are a step up again, aren't they? Them and the Hurricanes were clearly the best two teams all year. Like, confident you guys could bridge that gap and get one over them?
Yeah, man, I'm so confident, man. I'm keen as.
What makes you feel that way? Just the momentum that you guys have built, or?
Yeah, that. But also like the way that we've grown, throughout the year, and the way that we've bounced back after wins, and the way that boys are opening up in the meeting spaces and learning there, but most importantly how we're challenging each other on the training field. Like, it's not only the 23 are going to play, but you can see the contribution of the blokes outside of that, who are really challenging and want to do their part for the jersey, and for the boys. So that's probably been the improvement in our culture throughout the last couple of years, is just that buy-in from everyone, So that's been massive for us throughout the whole year.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because Bernie also said that he feels like, there's always the talk of player power from back in the day when the players took ownership. He said he feels like this group is really starting to take ownership and drive the plans and the movement. You're in your fourth year as captain now. Can you see that change as well?
Yeah, and I think that's a credit to him and the coaching staff, allowing that space for the leaders and you know, like game controllers to step into, to feel safe to step into, and yeah, like definitely we could tell that he wanted this team to grow in that area, and he's given that space for players to do that. You could really see boys taking ownership of the team, like not only the leaders, but you know, like the game controllers, your game drivers, like your 9s, 10s, 15s, you know, because at the end of the day, we're out there, and if you're bringing that plan forward and have full belief in it, then everyone's going to follow you, you know. So, yeah, I think that's been great from the coaches.